Want to speak real Swahili from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at swahilipod101.com.
Hello. Okay, the first phrase is jambo. Hello. Jambo. Jambo is one of the most simple greetings in Kenya. Anyone can use it at any time. In fact, we love using it with tourists. Please visit Kenya and just say jambo. Habari za asubuhi. Good morning. Okay, the next phrase is habari za asubuhi. Good morning. Habari za asubuhi. We often wake up tired sometimes in the morning, but it doesn't cost to say habari za asubuhi. Good morning. Habari za mchana. Good afternoon. The next phrase is habari za mchana. Good afternoon. Habari za mchana. You know, in the afternoon when you meet someone, you're like, oh, habari za mchana. Habari means news. So you're trying to ask someone, okay, how is your afternoon? Tell me anything that is happening in your afternoon. Usiku mwema. Good night. Usiku mwema. Good night. Usiku mwema. Good night. Yes, it's time to sleep. I sometimes look forward to that time. And you know, I look forward to saying good night to my friends or to my family or to my whatever person who is there. Jina lako nani? What's your name? Jina lako nani? What's your name? Jina lako nani? It's an obvious question whenever we meet with people, especially when you want to know who they are. It's polite to know someone's name, right? Do you like being called by your name? Yeah, that's why this phrase is very important. Jina lako nani? Mimi naitwa Medina. My name is Medina. Mimi naitwa Medina. Now, this is actually an answer to the previous question, Jina lako nani? What's your name? Now, you have to keep this in mind that, you know, if you use this word frequently, you'll be able to tell people about your name. You'll be able to tell people your name. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Nice to meet you. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Nice to meet you. Nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Nice to meet you. I mean, it's really polite. I always feel like energized when someone says, nice to meet you. It can be awkward when someone says, oh, I did not want to meet you, you know, but we rarely hear that. Just use that word, nice to meet you. Habari gani? How are you? Habari gani? How are you? Habari in Swahili means news. And gani means what? So what news? Actually, what you're trying to ask here is like, what do you have? I mean, what is all about your life right now in a polite way, you know? Then someone will say, mzuri, or it's okay. They will not go on telling you whatever is happening all around, but you know, they'll just say it's fine or not good, you know? So it's an important phrase. Niko salama, asante, na wewe? I am fine, thanks. And you? Niko salama, asante. Fine, thanks. And you? Niko salama, asante means, oh, I'm fine. Literally, that is what it means. I'm fine, thank you. Then you take it back. What about you? You are concerned about the person who is asking you, you know? If you just say, oh, I'm fine, thanks, then you keep quiet, you know? I mean, we do that sometimes, but you know, sometimes you want to show concern, so you ask, na wewe, and you? Tafadhali, please. Tafadhali, please. It's a magic word all around the world. So tafadhali is one of those words that you want to embrace when you visit Kenya. Tafadhali, whenever you're asking a favor, just say tafadhali. Excuse me, tafadhali, tafadhali. That's one great word you need to remember. Asante, thank you. Asante, thank you. It's also one of the magic words that relates to tafadhali, please. You know, asante is like you're appreciating whatever favor you received from someone who did you a favor. So it's also one of those words you like to embrace whenever and wherever. Karibu, you're welcome. Karibu, you're welcome. Karibu. Karibu is one of the most common words used in Kenya. For example, when someone knocks your door, you'll say, oh, karibu. That means come in, or welcome actually. Then in some circumstance when someone gives you something, you'll say thank you, right? Now the person who is giving, you will say karibu. Karibu means welcome. So it can be a joke, but you know what? You can go and ask them, or you can go and ask as many favors as you can, because they said karibu. I mean, that's a joke. You don't have to take it seriously though. Dio. Yes. Dio. Yes. Dio. Dio is a response. Whenever someone asks a question, you can say Dio if it's a positive answer, to the question. It depends. There are the yes, no questions. Yeah, that is where it lies. Dio. Umefika Kenya? Dio. Umekula chakula? Dio. Umefika Kenya means, have you arrived in Kenya? You'll say yes, which is Dio. Have you eaten food? Umekula chakula? You'll say Dio, yes. Hapana, no. Hapana, no. Hapana. Hapana is an answer to the yes-no question, just like Dio. Dio means yes, as we looked at it previously. Now here it's no. Umefika Kenya? Hapana. Have you arrived in Kenya? No. Umekula chakula? Have you eaten food? No. Hapana. Sawa. Okay. Sawa. Okay. Sawa. Okay. Sawa. Sawa is used to acknowledge that you agree to whatever has been said. For example, you can say, Sawa, nimeelewa maelezo yako. Okay, I've understood the explanation. Niwie radhi. Excuse me. Niwie radhi. Excuse me. Niwie radhi. This is a very handy word, especially when you want someone to excuse you for something. Niwie radhi. Naweza angalia mzigo wako? Excuse me, can I check your bag? Samahani. I'm sorry. Samahani. I am sorry. Samahani. Samahani is also one of those polite words that you really need to remember. It comes handy when you make a mistake. Samahani, nimechelewa. I'm very sorry that I'm late. Ni saa ngapi? What time is it? Ni saa ngapi? What time is it? Ni saa ngapi? Of course, you'll want to know time. If you cannot see the time, probably there's no wall clock around, or perhaps your phone is off to check, or perhaps you forgot your wristwatch. You'll ask your friend, Ni saa ngapi? Msala ni wapi? Where is the restroom? Msalani ni wapi? Where is the restroom? Msalani ni wapi? Now, for real, you may need this word really, especially if nature keeps calling on you. You may want to ask, hey, tafadhali, msalani ni wapi? Excuse me, where is the restroom? Subiri kidogo. Wait a moment. Subiri kidogo. Wait a moment. Subiri kidogo. When you're caught up doing something and someone asks for a favor, you may use this word. Just a moment. Subiri kidogo. Bei ya hii ni nini? How much is this? Bei ya hii ni nini? How much is this? Bei ya hii ni nini? How much is this? Bei ya hii ni nini? Now, he there stands for the thing that you want to buy. For example, you can say, Bei ya hii nguo ni nini? How much is this dress? Saidia. Help. Saidia. Help. Saidia. Saidia! Imagine you're drowning. What will you do? You'll shout, Saidia! Help! When you're in trouble, this word comes in handy. I think you may want to use it. Tuonane baadaye. See you later. Tuonane baadaye. See you later. Tuonane baadaye. After you meet with your friend, you have a chat with her or him, you'll definitely say, bye, see you later, when you're parting. I think it's also one of those polite words that you may want to add to your list. Kwaheri, goodbye. Kwaheri, goodbye. Kwaheri, goodbye. Kwaheri. Now, kwaheri reminds me of those toughest moments in my life, when I went abroad to study. and my family was back in my country, the toughest moments was when we were parting. You know, I will never want to say kwaheri. I will never want to say goodbye. I will never even want to utter it out, but I will just say it with tears rolling down my cheeks. Yeah, kwaheri. It's a good word to use whenever you're parting. Sijui, I don't know. Sijui, I don't know. Sijui. This is a word that you'll use when you acknowledge that for sure you're not sure about the answer to the question or to the situation that is happening at the moment. Some people think it's impolite to say sijui, especially when you're asking for directions. They'll try to give you information which might be wrong to show that they are polite. So you got to be careful. Kuwa, to be. The first verb is kuwa, to be. Kuwa. For example, we can say, ili kukuwa katibu mwema, inabidi ujue kuratibu. In order to be a good secretary, you have to be good at organizing. Kupenda, to like. Kupenda, to like. Kupenda. Bila shaka na kupenda. Of course, I like you. That's quite a handy word to use. Kufanya, to do. Kufanya, to do. Kufanya mazoezi kutakusaidia kupoteza uzito. Doing exercises will help you lose weight. Kusema, to say. Kusema, to say. Nilimfunza mtoto wangu kusema karibu anapoambiwa asante. Nilimfunza mtoto wangu kusema karibu anapoambiwa asante. I taught my toddler to say you're welcome when he's told thanks. Kueleza, to explain. Kueleza, to explain. We can say, ubao mweupe ndilo chombo nzuri cha kueleza kitu cha picha. A whiteboard is a perfect means to explain something visually. Ubao mweupe ndilo chombo nzuri cha kueleza kitu cha picha. Kusikia, to hear. Kusikia, to hear. Kusikia. Kifaru ana hisia ya hali ya juu ya kusikia na kunusa. Kifaru ana hisia ya hali ya juu ya kusikia na kunusa. The rhino has a good sense of hearing and smelling. Kwenda, to go. Kwenda, to go. Kwenda. Nataka kwenda dukani. I want to go to the shop. Nataka kwenda dukani. Kujua, to know. Kujua, to know. Kujua. Pia mimi nafurahia kukujua. Me too. I'm happy to know you. Pia mimi nafurahia kukujua. Kuchukua, to take. Kuchukua, to take. Kuchukua. Usisahau kuchukua picha yangu tafadhali. Don't forget to take my picture. Usisahau kuchukua picha yangu tafadhali. Kuona, to see. Kuona, to see. Kuona. Kwaheri ya kuonana. Bye. See you again. Kwaheri ya kuonana. Kuja, to come. Kuja, to come. Kuja. Ikiwezekana, ningelipenda kuja kesho tena. If possible, I would like to come back tomorrow. Ikiwezekana, ningelipenda kuja kesho tena. Kufikiria, to think. Kufikiria, to think. Kufikiria. Fikiria unachotaka, unipe jibu kesho. Think about what you want and give me the answer by tomorrow. Fikiria unachotaka, unipe jibu kesho. Kuangalia, to look. Kuangalia, to look. Kuangalia. Hangeweza kusita kuangalia kwenye sinema. She couldn't stop looking at the screen. Hangeweza kusita kuangalia kwenye sinema. Kutaka, to want. Kutaka, to want. Ninataka kwenda kulala mapema leo. I want to go to sleep early today. Ninataka kwenda kulala mapema leo. Kupea, to give. Kupeana, to give. Hawakupeana ya kutosha. They didn't give enough. Hawakupeana ya kutosha. Kutumia, to use. Kutumia, to use. Ni laini gani ninayopaswa kutumia? Which line am I supposed to use? Ni laini gani ninayopaswa kutumia? Kutafuta, to find. Kutafuta, to find. Usipoteze wakati wako kutafuta kazi ya hali ya juu. Anza tu kufanya kazi. Don't waste time looking for the ultimate job. Just start working. Usipoteze wakati wako kutafuta kazi ya hali ya juu. Anza tu kufanya kazi. Kwenda nje, to go out. Kwenda nje, to go out. Kwa hakika tunahofia, lakini hauwezi enda nje leo usiku. We are really sorry, but you cannot go out tonight. Kwa hakika tunahofia, lakini hauwezi kwenda nje leo usiku. Kuuliza, to ask. Kuuliza, to ask. Nitakuuliza mara nyingine moja. I will only ask you one more time. Nitakuuliza mara nyingine moja. Kufanya kazi, to work. Kufanya kazi, to work. Naomba unisaidie kufanya kazi hii. I request that you help me do this work. Naomba unisaidie kufanya kazi hii. Kuingia, to enter. Kuingia, to enter. Hauwezi kuingia bila kibali. You cannot enter without permission. Hauwezi kuingia bila kibali. Kuhisi, to feel. Kuhisi, to feel. Kuhisi. Nahisi vizuri. I feel good. Nahisi vizuri. Kujaribu, to try. Kujaribu, to try. Kujaribu. Ningelipenda kuchagua kitu ambacho sijawahi kujaribu. I would like to try something I've never tried before. Ningelipenda kuchagua kitu ambacho sijawahi kujaribu. Kuondoka, to leave. Kuondoka, to leave. Kuondoka. Watu huzoea kuondoka nyumbani na kwenda kazini wakati wa jua kupaa. People usually leave home for work at sunrise. Watu huzoea kuondoka nyumbani na kwenda kazini wakati wa jua kupaa. Kuita, to call. Kuita, to call. Kuita. Nitakuita papo nitapofika nyumbani. I will call once I arrive home. Nitakuita papo nitapofika nyumbani. Jina lako ni nani? Jina lako ni nani? What's your name? To answer that, you'll say, Jina langu ni Medina. If you're Juma, you'll say, Jina langu ni Juma. My name is Juma. Uhali gani? Uhali gani? How are you? To answer that, you'll say, Njema, I'm fine. Or fine. Uhali gani, fine. I'm fine. Ulizaliwa wapi? Ulizaliwa wapi? Where are you from? To answer that, I'll give the name of my country. Kenya. Ulizaliwa wapi? Kenya. If you're born in the United States, you'll say, America. Ulizaliwa wapi? America. Siku yako ya kuzaliwa ni lini? Siku yako ya kuzaliwa ni lini? When is your birthday? To answer that, you'll say, siku yangu ya kuzaliwa ni Aprili tarehe 3. My birthday is April 3rd. Unaishi wapi? Unaishi wapi? Where do you live? Ninaishi Nairobi. I live in Nairobi. Nairobi is quite a big place. Actually, it's a province in itself. So you won't say you're living in the whole Nairobi. We have to be specific. So if you live in Lang'ata, you will say, Ninaishi Lang'ata. That is when we will assume you're in Nairobi and you're talking within people in Nairobi. They will understand where Lang'ata is. But if you're out of Nairobi, you'll say, Naishi Nairobi Lang'ata, to just be specific. Unafanya kazi wapi? Unafanya kazi wapi? Where do you work? To answer this, you'll say, Jijini Mombasa. Again, Jijini Mombasa. Mombasa is the name of the place. Jijini means town. So if you're working in Kisumu, you'll say, Jijini Kisumu. Just to be specific. I work in Mombasa. I work in Kisumu. Ulijifunza wapi Kiswahili? Ulijifunza wapi Kiswahili? Where did you learn Swahili? For that, you can answer by saying, katika swahilipod101.com. From swahilipod101.com. Je, unapenda chakula cha Kenya? Je, unapenda chakula cha Kenya? Do you like Kenyan food? To answer that, you will say, Ndio, napenda. Yes, I love it. Yes, I like Kenyan food. In Kenya, we have varieties of food, and I'm sure you like it. The most staple food in Kenya is ugali. Ugali is like cornbread. It's made from white flour, white corn flour. It's not very hard. Something like rice, but in the flour form, but cooked. You don't eat the flour, it's cooked. So it's cornbread. Now you eat cornbread with different kinds of stews. You can eat it with bean stew, beef stew, name any kind of stew. And then we also have vegetables. I'm sure you'll like it. Try it out. Umeshawahi kuwa Kenya? Umeshawahi kuwa Kenya? Have you been to Kenya? You can answer this by saying, Hapana, ni mara yangu ya kwanza. No, it's my first time. This is a very common question to tourists who visit Kenya. So be prepared. And it will really sound cool if you can answer in Swahili. Hapana, ni mara yangu ya kwanza. Hii unauza pesa ngapi? Hii unauza pesa ngapi? How much is this? To answer that, you can say, shilingi 10 za Kenya. 10 is the price. So you can keep changing that and say, shilingi 50 za Kenya. 50 shillings, Kenya shillings. This will be a very useful phrase to use when you're going shopping. Of course, I'm sure you're going to buy souvenirs for your family members back in your country. So having this word on your fingertips will be very useful.
Want to speak real Swahili from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at swahilipod101.com.
Baadaye, later. Baadaye, later. Baadaye. For example, you can say, tuonane baadaye. See you later. Tuonane baadaye. Now, actually, I can understand why it's a little bit difficult word to pronounce because looking back at my nephew, he was at that time around 2-3 years old. He had a very hard time saying baadaye. He used to say baadaye. Baadaye, which is quite different. But now he made it up. He's okay. He says baadaye. Changia, to contribute. Changia, to contribute. Changia. Changia katika mikakati ya mambo makuu. To contribute to a greater cause. Changia katika mikakati ya mambo makuu. Hakuna matata, no worries. Hakuna matata, no worries. Hakuna matata. Hapa Kenya, hakuna matata. There are no worries here in Kenya. Actually, there's a song that goes, Kenya nchi yetu, hakuna matata. Nchi ya kupendeza, hakuna matata. That means that in our country, there are no worries. It's a lovable country. There are no worries. Yeah, hakuna matata is quite a handy word to use. Actually, it's in a song, so just learn the song and you get the word. If you're a fan of Lion King movie, I'm sure you've heard about this phrase. Kiangazi, hot season. Kiangazi, hot season. Kiangazi. Kuna kiangazi sana kaskazini mwa nchi. The north part of the country is very dry. Kuna kiangazi sana kaskazini mwa nchi. Kipupwe, cool season. Kipupwe, cool season. Kipupwe. Watu hupata homa wakati wa kipupwe. People catch flu during the cool season. Watu hupata homa wakati wa kipupwe. Mchungwa, orange tree. Mchungwa, orange tree. Mchungwa. Nimelala hapa chini ya mti wa mchungwa. I am lying here under an orange tree. Nimelala hapa chini ya mti wa mchungwa. Ng'ang'ana, to strive. Ng'ang'ana, to strive. Ng'ang'ana. Nang'ang'ana kuwa wa kwanza. I'm striving to be the first one. Ng'ang'ana. Can you try saying it out? Ng'ang'ana. Do you realize that you stick your tongue at the back upper part of your mouth and then the voice comes through your nose? Ng'ang'ana. Hope you did it. Ng'ombe, cow. Ng'ombe, cow. Ng'ombe. Hawa ni ng'ombe wawili. Hawa ni ng'ombe wawili. These are two cows. Ng'ombe is similar like ng'ang'ana. Mean the way you stick the tongue behind and to the top of your mouth. But now you're using the O sound. You're trying to make the O sound. Try it again. Ngo, ngo, ng'ombe. Hope you made it. Takataka, trash. Takataka, trash. Takataka. Kutupa takataka. To empty the trash. Kutupa takataka. Now, takataka can be used in different ways. For example, if someone says takataka, it will mean something really bad or wasteful or something that is annoying. If someone says wewe ni takataka, it means you're wasteful or you're a waste. So you can use it different ways. But you know what? Don't use it to your friend or someone. I mean, it's not a good word to use, in other words. So be careful when you use it. Nyanyasa, oppress. Nyanyasa, oppress. Nyanyasa. Matajiri wananyanyasa maskini. The rich oppress the poor. Matajiri wananyanyasa maskini. Je, umeongeza uzito hivi karibuni? Je, umeongeza uzito hivi karibuni? Have you gained weight recently? Actually, in Kenya, adding weight is not really a big issue because people think the bigger you are in mass, the wealthier you are, or the richer you are. So there's nothing really bad about adding weight when you compare it with other countries like probably Japan or the States, where you may get hard when someone talks about your weight. So feel free in Kenya. The only problem comes in when you're really cutting weight. So it's the opposite. If you're really cutting weight, yeah, people will be asking you, oh, what's happening? You know, what's happening? Don't you have food? Or are you stressed? So there are those kind of cultural differences. Una nywele ya rangi jivu. Una nywele ya rangi jivu. You have gray hair. People have a difficult time accepting the fact that they're growing old. Yet it's a paradox of life, right? You're celebrating your birthday, but at the same time, you're growing old. Now, when you're growing old, it reaches a point when you're growing gray hair, right? And it's evident. You cannot hide it unless you're coloring your hair. Now, in Kenya, really, you don't want to tell someone that they're growing gray hair. You better say it with your friends about somebody, but that will be gossiping, so I don't really recommend it. But usually you see the gray hair and keep it inside your heart. You appreciate the fact that, yeah, someone is growing, and you keep it at that. Nilikueleza hivyo. Nilikueleza hivyo. I told you so. Actually, when you say it naturally, it comes out in a kind of arrogant way. Let's try it in Swahili. Nilikueleza hivyo. I told you so, This is someone who kind of warned you beforehand that do not go that way. Then unfortunately, at that time it's not really unfortunate, but you did it, and then there are those kind of consequences or things that happen that are not really good. Then you come back and, your friend who warned you says on your face, I told you so. You don't want to hear that at that moment, especially when things are gone bad, Umefutwa kazi. Umefutwa kazi. You're fired. This phrase, when someone is firing you, sometimes they say it in a polite way, right? Umefutwa kazi. Not to make you feel like, okay, the world is ending. But there are those ones who come literally and say, umefutwa kazi. You know what I mean? Like, you're fired, like, literally. It's like fire is coming on its way right there and then, and you feel like hell is burning loose. But you know what? It's one phrase that we do not really want to hear, and neither do we want to tell. Imagine someone is fired. I have friends who have been fired, and they will never want to tell. You'll just see by yourself. You'll not see them getting out of the house, and you're like, oh, what happened? You don't even want to go ask, You're afraid. So you ask the neighbors. You hear from the neighbors that, oh, amefutwa kazi, which is kind of very sad. It's not a phrase that you want to hear. Not from your good friend either, right? Sio wewe, ni mimi. Sio wewe, ni mimi. It's not you. It's me. This is one of the common phrases we hear when people are breaking up. Usually someone says this to take responsibility of the situation, like the breaking up. It sounds like polite, but it's like a cliche nowadays, and it's not a fun word to say. Sio wewe, ni mimi. Hope you never meet this word. I wish you luck. Asante kwa wasifu wako. Hata hivyo, nafasi hiyo ishachukuliwa. Asante kwa wasifu wako. Hata hivyo, nafasi hiyo ishachukuliwa. Thank you for your resume. However, the position has been filled. Okay, let us imagine you're looking for a job, like, yes, seriously. And honestly, this is seriously in Kenya because we have a pool of undergraduates who are looking for jobs every day. You actually advertise for one position like this, and you find like more than 1,000 applicants. You're like, okay, well, how should I prove myself to be smart? And it's not like you've applied for one job. You've applied for quite a number of jobs, and this is the same message they send you. It's quite frustrating. You don't want to hear it. Anyway, if you're someone looking for a job, I am praying for you. Do not give up though. Keep going, keep fighting. That's what we were meant for. Tuwaone watu wengine. Tuwaone watu wengine. We should see other people. Now, this is a sad phrase in itself. Already, like, it's an explanation in itself. Someone is breaking up with you, and with that arrogance, like, oh, let's go see other people, It's like he already has many other options. Probably you're just one of them, and you're like, oh, he's giving up on you to try the other options. It's quite sad though, right? It's quite sad. And like previously, I hope this never comes your way. But the bright side is, you may end up getting someone who will treat you better than the person who has left you. So never give up hope. Sina pesa yako leo. Sina pesa yako leo. I don't have your money today. Okay, I'm laughing, but it's quite serious, and it's quite a common phrase I hear quite from a lot of my friends. You know, when you're lending money, you should lend the amount you know you're willing to lose. That's what my mother tells me every time. Because, yeah, you lend this money and you go asking for it, and the person says, I don't have your money today. And you know, you go back tomorrow and it's another today. So those todays sometimes never come to an end. So whenever you're lending money, just be careful. Be careful how much you're lending and to who. Once bitten, twice shy. So if you're lending money to the same person who says that I don't have your money today, you have to think again. I wish you luck in this. Inapaswa tuongee. Inapaswa tuongee. We need to talk. For me, this is one of the phrases that are for real. I never want to hear. And when it gets into my ears, I'm like, oh, there's trouble. I get so tensed up. I get so uncomfortable. And I just want to get out of it. I want to ask the person, okay, let's do it now so that we end it right now. I don't know about you. Please tell us your feelings at the comment sections later. We'd like to hear what you say. Nataka siku za kupumzika kutoka kazini. Nataka siku za kupumzika kutoka kazini. I want days off. Now, this is one of the words you don't want to hear when it's busy in the office. You know, it makes you imagine like, oh, why do you want days off when it's actually peak time, you know? We have so many clients coming in, then you want days off. Are you running away from work? You know, I think you may relate to this if you're in a busy, work area. You're a manager or something like that, you know? It's one word you never want to hear. Kujitolea. Kujitolea. To volunteer. Kujitolea. Kujitolea. To volunteer. Napenda kujitolea kusafisha mitaa. I like to volunteer cleaning the streets. Yeah, I volunteered in Tohoku in 2011 after the tsunami earthquake, and I know it was an intense experience. Kinga. Kinga. To protect. Kinga. To protect. Kukinga misitu ni jambo la maana. Kukinga misitu ni jambo la maana. Protecting forest is a very important thing. Let us protect our forest for the best of our future. Kutumia tena. Kutumia tena. To reuse. Kutumia tena. To reuse. Kutumia tena kitu chochote ni pendekezo nzuri. Kutumia tena kitu chochote ni pendekezo nzuri. Reusing anything is a very good recommendation. Kuhifadhi. Kuhifadhi. To conserve. Kuhifadhi. To conserve. Najua kuhifadhi mazingira. I know how to conserve the environment. Yes, probably I may not be really perfect, but I try to throw the garbage on the right day and in the right places. Do you? Let's conserve our environment and make it clean. Punguza uchafu. Punguza uchafu. To reduce trash. Punguza uchafu. To reduce trash. Mikakati ya kupunguza uchafu ni mingi. Mikakati ya kupunguza uchafu ni mingi. There are many strategies to reduce trash. Very many. One of them is to recycle. In fact, that makes work easier for you. If you don't know how to recycle your clothes, get those recycle shops and just go. Take them there. They'll make work easier for you. Kutunza mazingira. Kutunza mazingira. To care for the environment. Kutunza mazingira. To care for the environment. Matendo yako yanafaa kuwa ya kutunza mazingira. Matendo yako yanafaa kuwa ya kutunza mazingira. Your actions should be to take care of the environment. In whatever you do, Just try and think of your environment. Wherever you go, whenever you walk, watch out. Kutumia bidhaa za kutunza mazingira. Kutumia bidhaa za kutunza mazingira. To use eco-friendly products. Kutumia bidhaa za kutunza mazingira. To use eco-friendly products. Ni vyema kutumia bidhaa vya kutunza mazingira. Ni vyema kutumia bidhaa za kutunza mazingira. It is good to use eco-friendly products. Be careful how you throw those plastic bags because they eventually spoil the environment. They spoil the soil. Hifadhi maji. Hifadhi maji. To save water. Hifadhi maji. To save water. Hifadhi maji. Hifadhi uhai. To save water is to save life. It's true, reality. You leave water running, then when it gets lost, you start wondering, and where do I get water? Water is life. Preserve it. Don't let that tap running. Hifadhi umeme. Hifadhi umeme. To save energy. Hifadhi umeme. To save energy. Hifadhi umeme ili uweze kuhifadhi hela. Hifadhi umeme ili uweze kuhifadhi hela. Save energy so that you can save money. Money is good, but you got to keep it only if you save energy. Kausha nguo na jua. Kausha nguo na jua. To dry clothes with sunshine. Kukausha nguo na jua. To dry clothes with sunshine. Kukausha nguo na jua kuna hifadhi nguvu za umeme. Kukausha nguo na jua kuna hifadhi nguvu za umeme. Drying clothes with sunshine saves power. So let's do it. Try and avoid using those drying machines and get yourself out there to dry your clothes. It's easy and it saves you more money. Enda Ulaya. Enda Ulaya. To travel abroad. Enda Ulaya. To travel abroad. Naenda Ulaya kesho. I'm traveling abroad tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow should come. Sure enough, I'm going to Canada tomorrow. Where are you going? I'm going abroad. Kupumzika katika bichi. Kupumzika katika bichi. To relax at the beach. Kupumzika katika bichi. To relax at the beach. Relax. Feeling good at the beach. Napenda kupumzika katika bichi. Napenda kupumzika katika bichi. I like to relax at the beach. I like to relax at the beach. Really, it's so fun and summer is coming and the beach is right close to my home. So I'm gonna have fun, relax. Jifunze Swahili na swahilipod101.com. Jifunze Kiswahili na swahilipod101.com. To learn Swahili with swahilipod101.com. Jifunze Kiswahili na swahilipod101.com. To learn Swahili with swahilipod101.com. Jifunze Kiswahili na swahilipod101.com msimu huu. Jifunze Kiswahili na swahilipod101.com msimu huu. Learn Swahili with swahilipod101.com this season. Yes, we are having exciting lessons and we'd love to have you learn Swahili with us so that when you go to Kenya or you go to some of those East African countries in Africa, you can speak Swahili with them. It will be amazing and you'll get along with those people. You'll enjoy your time there. Kujifunza kupika chakula cha Kenya. Kujifunza kupika chakula cha Kenya. To learn to cook Kenyan food. Kujifunza kupika chakula cha Kenya. To learn how to cook Kenyan food. Kujifunza kupika chakula cha Kenya. To learn how to cook Kenyan food. Jifunze kupika chakula cha Kenya. Jifunze kupika chakula cha Kenya. Learn to cook Kenyan food. Learn to cook Kenyan food, especially ugali. Try it out. It's quite simple. You get flour, boiled water, you keep adding little by little and stirring until it's a little bit hard. Something like rice. Then eat it with vegetables or stew. I bet you'll like it. Kuandaa nyama choma. Kuandaa nyama choma. To have a barbecue. Kuandaa nyama choma. Kuandaa nyama choma. To have a barbecue. Nifunze kuandaa nyama choma. Nifunze kuandaa nyama choma. Teach me how to have a barbecue. Try it out, especially nyama ya mbuzi. Nyama ya mbuzi means goat meat. It's one of the most delicious ones. You may go further and try the crocodile meat. Trying things out, you never know what you like. Kusherehekea usiku wote. Kusherehekea usiku wote. To party all night. Kusherehekea usiku wote. To party all night. Tutasherehekea usiku wote. We will party all night. Yeah, let's go. It's tonight. Are you coming? Tembea kwa muda mrefu. Tembea kwa muda mrefu. To go hiking. Tembea kwa muda mrefu. To go hiking. Wikendi ijayo tutatembea kwa muda mrefu. Wikendi ijayo tutatembea kwa muda mrefu. We will go hiking this coming weekend. We will go hiking this coming weekend. Come prepared with all the gadgets ready. Fanya kazi ya ziada. Fanya kazi ya ziada. To work a part-time job. Fanya kazi ya ziada. To work a part-time job. Mama yangu alifanya kazi ya ziada. Mama yangu alifanya kazi ya ziada. My mother worked a part-time job. And I remember those days, she'll not even stay at home. She'll go and search for a living just because of us. And whenever I remember that, I work so hard so that I can help her. She's at home, she's retired, she's relaxing because we are working for her. She worked for us in turn. Kufurahia na marafiki. Kufurahia na marafiki. To have fun with friends. Kufurahia na marafiki. To have fun with friends. Kufurahia na marafiki ni jambo Wakenya wanapenda. Kufurahia na marafiki ni jambo Wakenya wanapenda. We like doing it. Having fun with friends, having fun with friends is something Kenyans love. We love it so much. We love hanging out, going to the beach, going partying, just getting that closer bond with people you love. I don't know about you, but when you come to Kenya, you'll know that. You'll realize that we love people and we will get you bonding with us. Kukaa ndani na kuvinjari mtandao. Kukaa ndani na kuvinjari mtandao. To stay inside and browse the internet. Kukaa ndani na kuvinjari mtandao. To stay inside and browse the internet. You stay inside and browse the internet. Watu wengi hupenda kukaa ndani na kuvinjari mtandao. Watu wengi hupenda kukaa ndani na kuvinjari mtandao. Some people like to stay indoors and browse the internet. Are you one of them? I guess I am a victim, but I'm trying to get myself out there and enjoy nature instead. You can think about it.
Want to speak real Swahili from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at SwahiliPod101.com.
Mfuko. Mfuko. Backpack. Mfuko. Backpack. Huo ni mfuko wangu. Huo ni mfuko wangu. That is my backpack. Yes, I'm ready to go to school. That is my backpack. Mwenzangu darasani. Mwenzangu darasani. Classmate. Mwenzangu darasani. Classmate. Juma ni mwenzangu darasani. Juma ni mwenzangu darasani. Juma is my classmate. Did I have Jim as a classmate? Not really, but I had many classmates. I can't remember, but I have good memories of all of you, the fun guys, the fun ladies. I miss all of you. And my dedication for this lesson to you, my classmates. Kazi ya ziada. Kazi ya ziada. Homework. Kazi ya ziada. Homework. Nafanya kazi ya ziada sasa. Nafanya kazi ya ziada sasa. I am doing my homework now. Ask me why. I am late. I'm running late. The deadline is in an hour's time and I have a lot to do. I am hurrying and so nervous. Anyone identifies with my experience? You should get things going early. Mtihani. Mtihani. Exam. Mtihani. Exam. Tunafanya mtihani wiki ijayo. Tunafanya mtihani wiki ijayo. We are sitting for exams next week. Oh, time is running. Time is running. I feel like I haven't done enough for that exam. Only if they could suspend it, I'll be so happy. But you know what? I can't help it, but I got to read. Oh. Majira ya likizo. Majira ya likizo. Summer break. Majira ya likizo. Summer break. Majira ya likizo nitapumzika kutoka kwa masomo. Majira ya likizo nitapumzika kutoka kwa masomo. During summer break, I will take a rest from studies. Anyone as happy as I am? Yeah, and summer break is even longer. What are you going to do? I am so happy. But you know what? Don't forget to get a book and read, even if it's a novel or something like that. You know, studies never end. But I know relaxing is the point there. Relax and take advantage of it. Shule. Shule. School. Shule, school. Shule yetu inaitwa Briban. Shule yetu inaitwa Briban. Our school is called Briban. Kind of fancy name, right? Tell me the name of your school. We want to hear it. Some of our school names are in our mother tongues. I would like to hear those especially. Briban is an international school in Nairobi and it stretches to other neighboring countries like Tanzania. It offers British or international curriculum. You can feel comfortable to visit Briban. And if you want to relocate to Kenya, why not think about joining Briban or something? I mean, it's a really cool school. Really cool. You can try it and go for a walk. Yeah, you can try an open campus actually and just to figure out how the school is. I wish you luck. Soma. Soma. To study. Soma. To study. Tunasoma masomo 8 kwa siku. Tunasoma masomo 8. 8 kwa siku. We study 8 lessons per day. 8 lessons per day. Yeah, I know, I have those experiences, but now I only have 4 lessons. And sometimes I am free. I enjoy my world here. Persevere, soon you'll come on my side. Ni siku ya kwanza ya darasa. Ni siku ya kwanza ya darasa. It's the first day of school. Ni siku ya kwanza ya darasa. It's the first day of class. Ni siku ya kwanza ya darasa. Ni siku ya kwanza ya darasa. It's the first day of class. How do you feel on your first day of class? Are you excited to go see your friends, meet your teachers, get in that class? The first day of class for me, do I even remember the feeling? Yeah, usually I'm kind of nervous because I'm like, oh, those homeworks are coming back again. No more rest for like 3 months or so. But I'm always excited to listen to my teachers and their insights and to have fun with my friends. Tuko katika darasa moja. Tuko katika darasa moja. We're in the same class. Tuko katika darasa moja. We're in the same class. How does it feel to meet your long-time friend after so many years in the same class? Perhaps you had not met for some years, and then in the university on your first year, you come and you meet each other. I can't imagine the excitement, but for me, I'll be so excited. You'll notice that in this sentence, there's an interjection mark. Tuko katika darasa moja. Right? It's a surprise. Perhaps meeting someone after a long time, you know? So it comes with that kind of excitement, the interjections, like a surprise thingy. Actually, I think in this sentence, we tend to express our emotions. So towards the end, you kind of raise your voice a little bit. Tuko katika darasa moja. You know, there's some kind of an emphasis towards the end, just to show the surprise. Je, unachukua madarasa gani? Je, unachukua madarasa gani? What classes are you taking? Je, unachukua madarasa gani? What classes are you taking? I know sometimes it could be tricky to know what classes you want to take, especially when you're new to these things, you know? But I remember my favorite class was philosophy and psychology. I just liked the insights and the way our teachers will analyze facts. I don't know whether they were facts, but theories, you know, getting all these things together. It was really fun. What is your favorite subject? Please write to us on your comments. We'll love to hear what you say. Thank you. Fulana, fulana, sweater, fulana, sweater. Huwezi toka nje bila fulana. Huwezi toka nje bila fulana. You cannot go outdoors without a sweater. Yeah, that's a common voice from our mothers, or perhaps your older brother, older sister, whoever it is. But when it is super cold, you don't want to get out without a sweater because you don't want to catch cold. You know what it means, catching a cold in that cold season? Please get yourself a sweater when it's autumn. Kuwa na mvua. Kuwa na mvua. Rainy. Kuwa na mvua. Rainy. Leo ni siku ya kuwa na mvua. Today is a rainy day. Oh, yeah, today is a rainy day. We love rain, but not always, especially when you want to go for a picnic. But you know what? Get yourself an umbrella. Or if you want to feel the taste of rain, just go out. You know, actually during my childhood memories, we'll never mind about rain. In fact, it was our favorite thing. Of course, not for the very heavy rain. That one you might get sick. But when it rained, we'll jump outside and we're like, yeah, it's raining. We shout to the rain as if it has ears to listen. And you know what? Out there, the smell of soil was so good. I miss those days because everywhere where I am, it's tarmac. You can't feel the taste, the natural taste. Anyway, wherever you are, take care. Take care. Get your umbrella whenever you're going outside. Kuwa na upepo. Kuwa na upepo. Windy. Kuwa na upepo. Windy. Hali ya anga leo ni kuwa na upepo. Hali ya anga leo ni kuwa na upepo. Today's weather is windy. You know what? I think I got a practical definition of windy when I came to Japan. I'm currently living in Japan and there's what we call typhoon. I never even knew about it. When I was young, I mean, it's quite hilarious, but it's the truth. Typhoon almost carried me away. I was like, what kind of wind is this? I mean, that was windy for me. Of course, it's windy in Kenya, and sometimes it can be really terrible. It carries away rooftops and all that. But, you know, it's not so much like typhoon. Probably now we can differentiate between what windy is and typhoon is. Do you get the difference? I don't know. Try and figure it out by yourself. Kuna baridi. Kuna baridi. Cool. Kuna baridi. Cool. Kama kuna baridi, uoge na maji moto. Kama kuna baridi, uoge na maji moto. When it is cool, you should shower with hot water. I mean, that was so like serious to think of showering with hot water when it's cool. I remember in my boarding school, it was in a forested area and it was always cold. But guess what? We will shower with cold water, super cold, almost like ice. And you will not like it. But you know what? You get out of there shivering, but when you get in class, you're very alert. So it depends on you what you do. But you know what? Take care of your health in whichever case. Demani. Demani. Autumn. Demani. Autumn. Demani hii nitanunua kifaa cha joto. Demani hii nitanunua kifaa cha joto. This autumn, I will buy a heater. Yes, you can, but not necessarily in Kenya. It's way different. If you get a heater, imagine you'll be wasting money, Save it, because in Kenya, the weathers are really good, consistent throughout the year. It's never that super cold like the winter cold in Japan or other places, We don't get to see snow. I mean, once in a while a miracle happens, That's what I mean. But you don't have to buy a heater. You can heat your house in a different way. I mean, yeah, but really not a heater. That would be too much. Yeah, for real, you really don't have to buy a heater. It's not that cold for a heater. You can find different other means of heating your house, but not necessarily with a heater. Save that money, yo! Halloween. 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 The Day of Monsters. Halloween. It's just Halloween in Swahili. We haven't come up with a better Swahili word. Probably Swahili words cannot just fit that word, I'm not sure, but probably. Halloween. Halloween. Halloween linakuja juma lijalo. Halloween linakuja juma lijalo. Halloween is coming up next week. Yeah! A day of monsters and ghosts. I'm freaking out already because I just don't like those things. Anyway, Halloween. Halloween is being introduced in Kenya and people are adopting it slowly by slowly, but it's not so famous and people are not really into it as I see it here. Yeah. Because, I think just as me or as I am, or whichever way you want to put it, Kenyans really are not into ghosts and blood shedding and all that. It's kind of freaking, right? Don't you think so? Anyway, upon you. Anyone who wants to celebrate Halloween can call their friends and they have Halloween party or something. But it's not so commercial in as much as people are now adopting it. So we have what we call anniversaries, Anniversaries whereby you pay respect for the living dead or for your ancestors. And during this time, especially if it was a recent death, after a year, people come together, like families and relatives. You come together and you celebrate this person. It's a celebration, actually, because there's a lot of eating, a lot of praying, a lot of dancing. Dancing? Yeah, there's a lot of dancing and music. And in some places, yes, there is. Just to come together and celebrate the living dead or perhaps your ancestors. Some people do this annually. Some people do not do it. So it depends with your family and your culture. Mboza. Mboza. Chestnut. Mboza. Chestnut. Ile pale ndio mboza. Ile pale ndio mboza. There is the chestnut. Chestnuts are not quite common in Kenya. Shati la mikono mirefu. Shati la mikono mirefu. Long sleeved shirt. Shati la mikono mirefu. Long-sleeved shirt. Duka gani linauza shati la mikono mirefu? Duka gani linauza shati la mikono mirefu? Which shop sells long-sleeved shirts? I don't remember anything about long-sleeved shirts. It's just a cloth like any other, right? Especially in Kenya, fashion cuts across any weather. We put on long-sleeve shirt when it's super hot. We put on long-sleeve shirt when it's cold. I mean, long-sleeve shirt, especially when you're going to work, it's kind of one of the official wears. So it cuts across every weather and season. Yeah, you can carry 1 or 2 or 7 to Kenya while you're there. It suits any season. Of course, you'll also want to be casual, right? When you're going to safari parks or whatever thing, you don't want to look really official, you know? I mean, it's your choice, but casual wear will also do. Matawi yanayoanguka. Matawi yanayoanguka. Falling leaves. Matawi yanayoanguka. Falling leaves. Demani ni msimu unaohusishwa na matawi yanayoanguka. Demani ni msimu unaohusishwa na matawi yanayoanguka. Autumn is the season associated with falling leaves. Yeah, actually in Kenya, we have different kinds of trees that shed leaves during the autumn season. And yeah, I remember those experiences. At school, we would pile many sacks of leaves in the name of dirt. But you know what? We never used to throw them. We had a big compost pit where we would pile them and they will stay there for manure. For every year, we didn't buy manure. That was clever of us. But we have something, a manure, organic, to use in our farms. And back in my hometown, of course, I will clean up, Those are some of the seasons that, you'll not like because you'll end up, after you clean up, immediately after 2 minutes, you see lots of leaves piling again. And again, you have to clean up and clean up and clean up and clean up until the autumn season is over. But, just brings back memories, beautiful memories. I miss those days. Jani. Jani. Leaf. Jani. Leaf. Actually, this is my hand, but it's not a leaf. But it just gives you an expression of how a leaf looks like. Does it have this? I mean, leaves look differently. Jani. Leaf. Majani yanazidi kuanguka. Majani yanazidi kuanguka. Leaves are continuously falling. They are continuously falling. We had this tree. It was so huge. It was right in front of a little bit distance from our main house. But it was in the compound, of course, and it was really big. And it had very huge leaves. And you know what? During the autumn season, those leaves would continuously fall. And you know what? We had to continuously clean up. Every moment you clean up this side, the other side is already full of leaves. Like it was, wow. Why? I was always wishing that, let the autumn season pass just because of that. But you know what? I like the flowers around. So, you have this that is good and you have that is not really good, but it has to happen. So you've got to balance and compromise. I lived with that. I mean, it brings back childhood memories and I'm loving it. Tarakilishi la paja. Tarakilishi la paja. Our first word is tarakilishi la paja. Laptop. Tarakilishi la paja. Paja is your lap. Laptop. Asante kwa kunipa tarakilishi la paja. Asante kwa kunipa tarakilishi la paja. Thank you for giving me a laptop. Really, I appreciate it. I was dreaming of laptops some years back. Technology is changing each and every day. And it's really, I'm not really sure, but it was yesterday while I was thinking about how the world will be in 40 years to come. I don't know. Maybe there'll be something different from a laptop. Okay, now let's get back to where I was about laptop. Those days when I used to see people with laptops, I was like, oh, I really wish I could have one. Thank you for giving me a laptop. Actually, I got one and life has become normal again. I think I want more laptops. It never gets enough. I don't know what. Do you feel something like me? Kitabu, kitabu, book, kitabu, book. Ningependa kusoma kitabu cha hadithi. Ningependa kusoma kitabu cha hadithi. I would like to read a storybook. Kenyans love stories and storytelling. Even before books were invented, Kenyans told stories. And now they're telling stories in writings. We have very famous and popular writers in Kenya. I think of it. Among them include, who is this? Ngugi wa Thiong'o. And one of his books that I like the most is Weep Not Child. Then there's Grace of God. And with Grace of God, you learn. I mean, she's gotten into the Kenyan culture, and you'll get to know much about the Kenyan culture through her books. The Promised Land is one of those favorite books that I love. There's Binyavanga Wainaina. The name is quite long, but you know what? He's a good writer. In fact, he has a very unique writing that even impressed Oprah Winfrey, who took it as one of his book clubs to read books. Get to know the Kenyan cultures by checking out these writers and more of them. Ramani ya Dunia. Ramani ya Dunia. World map. Ramani ya Dunia, world map. Kwa vile unasafiri dunia, shika hii ramani ya dunia. Kwa vile unasafiri dunia, shika hii ramani ya dunia. Since you're traveling around the world, have this world map. Would you like to have a world map as a gift? Which one would you like best? The poster one or the globe? Globe in Swahili is called ardhi. Ardhi technically means earth. Because the world is earth, Swahili just took it to translate globe to earth. Ardhi. Camera. 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 Kamera hii inatoa picha safi kabisa. Kamera hii inatoa picha safi kabisa. This camera produces clear pictures. Yeah, if you see me clearly, then I just mean it. Simu ya smartphone. Simu ya smartphone. Smartphone. Simu ya smartphone. Smartphone. Hii simu ya smartphone haishi moto haraka. Hii simu ya smartphone haishi moto haraka. This smartphone does not finish charging quickly. Maybe it's time to get a gift as a smartphone. How so cool would that be? You know, before I got a smartphone, I dreamt. I know it was one of those dreams that you want to come true. And honestly, when I got one, it was a dream come true. And I appreciate it up to now. It wasn't really a gift, but I really worked hard to get it because I wanted it. Yes, it is very convenient, I would say. Smartphones are super convenient, especially in this world and age. I can use smartphone. In fact, when I was at school, I used to write my papers using my smartphone. Sounds strange, but it's true. Whenever I will be going to work, I could write my papers. Woo! Part-time jobbing. Yeah, with papers on the road. Woo! I'll write lots of papers. I'll do my research using my smartphone. I mean, it's like the world was with me right on my hands. And, I could chat with my family. I could do, you jungle through a number of things at the same time. And your world is just, everything is consolidated. That is very convenient. I appreciate it. It's a dream come true, and it's a worthy dream. Worthy dream. It's a high time you get one as a gift. Yeah, I wish you luck. Kamusi. Kamusi. Dictionary. Kamusi. Dictionary. Kamusi mpya ni pesa ngapi? Kamusi mpya ni pesa ngapi? How much is a new dictionary? Do you think a dictionary is a good gift? Now you ask me, what kind of a dictionary. It could be book dictionary or electronic dictionary. But which one would you like most? Electronic dictionary or book dictionary? Or none at all? You know, I'm saying none at all because some people think dictionaries, especially book dictionaries, are outdated. Why? Because they have their phones as an extra memory. You want to look for something, like you can say, I want to look for camera. Oh, you go to your phone, you type it, camera, and it comes with all those things. So someone like, oh, I don't need a dictionary. My phone already has a dictionary. I mean, really, for me, I still like dictionaries, and especially those paper ones. You know, the Roget Theoceras, the dictionary, the Oxford English Dictionary. I mean, those ones are still on my shelf, and I'll value them forever. I think I really love them. I still use them up to now, in as much as I have a phone and a computer and Google as an extra gadget for my memory, you know. Usafiri wa ndege hadi Kenya. Usafiri wa ndege hadi Kenya. A flight to Kenya. Usafiri wa ndege hadi Kenya. A flight to Kenya. Nitakupea tiketi ya usafiri wa ndege hadi Kenya. Nitakupea tiketi ya usafiri wa ndege hadi Kenya. I will give you a flight ticket to Kenya. How awesome is that gift, especially if you're abroad? Honestly, you want to go meet your friends. If the flight ticket is ranging to like $1,500, I mean, that's a lot of money. And if someone gives you that as a gift, really, that is awesome. Don't you think so? Voucher ya ununuzi. Voucher ya ununuzi. Shopping voucher. Voucher ya ununuzi. Shopping voucher. Katika kampuni yetu, kila mtu alipewa voucher ya ununuzi. Katika kampuni yetu, kila mtu alipewa voucher ya ununuzi. In our company, everyone was given a shopping voucher. You could be one of those lucky ones to get a voucher, a shopping voucher from your company. Now, which one would you prefer to buy? Electronic stuff or fashion stuff? Or I mean, a shopping voucher will not take you for a picnic. You can buy stuff to use for a picnic, right? It's you to choose. I wish you luck and enjoy those vouchers in case you get them. Use them well. And if you have a friend, please try and get a gift for that friend, you know? Saa ya mkono. Saa ya mkono. Wristwatch. Saa ya mkono. Wristwatch. Ile saa ya mkono ya blue ni maridadi sana. Ile saa ya mkono ya blue ni maridadi sana. That wristwatch is very beautiful. But the wristwatches are quite good. They short time, and you don't have to go checking your phone every time, like, what time is it, you know? You just make it easier. You bring your hand here, and you see, you don't even have to bring it there. You just a little bit like that, and you see, you know, you see the time, and you're acquainted with whatever is happening as far as time is concerned. Now, do you think it's necessary to have a wristwatch? Mkoba. Mkoba. Wallet. Mkoba. Wallet. Mkoba ni zawadi nzuri sana. Mkoba ni zawadi mzuri sana. A wallet is a good gift. Where is my wallet? I love wallets myself, so whenever I think of buying something for someone, especially ladies, I give them wallets, and I really go look for those pretty ones. And those ones that I know, you know, I know my friends, so I know their style. I know whatever thing they like putting in their wallets. You know, those lady galley thingy in the wallet? Yeah, in the wallet or in the handbag, whatever the thing is. But what I'm trying to say is that wallets are really good gifts. And I don't know about you. Do you wish to have a wallet, or just a handbag is enough? Or for men, what do you like? Let us know in the comment section.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.